Wait a minute! What is going on here? When have we found this armor? How is it that we found it? Oh, but I'm going to the stall. I presumably you have to, heal these people, but that's okay. We'll do that when we go down into the dungeon. I'm going to expend the spell slots, whatever I want to call them. The spell points. Let's just call them the spell points. Let's have some degree of consistency. I can't just spend hours upon hours desperately flailing and saying that I don't know what sort of vocabulary I want to use. Whatever. Let's call them spell points, as they are called in the game. Anyway, let's go to the stall first and first of all, identify an item, because apparently we have unidentified armor right here. What is that, Boltac? It's plate mail +1. Again. Well then, Healy McHeelface, how about you hand plate mail +1 to V? Ho ho ho. Check this out. And we can give... Actually, Maggie presumably shouldn't hold this stuff. We can give the plate mails to Healy, and Healy can now sell them, presumably. Granted, if these people just die, we're gonna have a bit of a problem. We're gonna be in a bit of a pickle, won't we? However, here's the idea. I could hypothetically take V off of the team temporarily and give these plate mails to someone out there for safekeeping. Let's remove V and add... Who do I trust in this town? Is there anyone who's still vaguely alive? I could give this to a corpse, I guess. Castia's in ashes, of course she is. Here's E! Do I trust E? What items do you people have? Dead Krur over here has a decent bit of stuff. I could just rob them, you know. Look at Rien Marie over here. With chainmails and breastplates. Well, long story short, the one person I can kind of vaguely trust with this stuff is the level 6 warrior E. With no items for now. Okay. Here, have a plate mail. Have another plate mail. I don't need the robes and a staff. In fact, I should sell them. Okay, first of all, let's remove E from the party. Put V back in here. This should seriously be an easier interface to get this done. Most of the time there is. This is unnecessarily complicated. You should just be able to shuffle them back and forth between your party and the town, etc. Why would you be forced to do this? But whatever. Let's visit the store and sell what we do not need. So the spell staff and the spell robes. I understand that you could hypothetically make bank by just recruiting new people and then selling those stuff, but let's not. I guess you could, but my goodness, would that be annoying. Anyway, now we have these people at armor class 0. Also, notably, they can V and Fi as samurai can cast spells. Spells that give them -2 for a given encounter. -2 armor class. Brilliant. If we ever need that, it can be done. It can be accomplished. Anyway, we might as well enter the base. What were we supposed to do? I presume go to level 3 and explore, because there's basically nothing at level 2 that I can see that would make... that we would need to explore in any capacity. Anyway, we're here, and since we are here, might as well Dios these guys as much to health as I can. Yes, Diosing them to health. I'm not sure this is gonna work. I'll presumably just deplete all of the spell points for tier 1. But it's still worth it. What is the alternative? To have them all rest? It's significantly better to just use up the spell slots on the priest. Oh, none left. Well then. I can heal them further down the line if I desperately need to. But for now, I don't expect I will. Should be fine. We open this. And go downstairs. Not all cursed items are bad. We haven't even encountered any cursed items yet. Down the spiral path we go. We could hypothetically fight whatever's in that room. You know, just for additional experience. But no, let's not. We have precious few resources. Might as well expend them on the 3rd floor. Let's focus on exploration. Yes. And a well-balanced party is good for exploration, right? Well, here. Where did I want to go? This bit is, if you go down this path, you get teleported here, and then you have to use the elevator. That has its uses, of course. If you want to go down to level 4, that's probably the path. There presumably are stairs over here leading to level 4, but I don't know where they are. How about we go down over here and then search the walls? Speaking of which, if we are to do that, then presumably I ought to cast Lomil. Oh, speaking of which, first of all, I presumably should cast Maporfic, which works for the duration of the entire expedition. Maporfic and Lomilwa. Done. Spells active, light and protect. Great. So, we're here. Anything noteworthy inside? Doesn't seem that way. Well, let's just leave, get to another room. Haha, 4 dragonflies. Let's try to slay them. Remember, they're dragons, so they breathe fire. They also have a chance to resist something. The beast is not available while you're in combat. Why? What if I want to decipher what this is? Yeah, whatever. I guess I can put them to sleep if I want to. Is there any use in messing around with them? We know everything there is to know about them. I could cast damaging spells on them. I don't think there's much need. Just defend on the warrior. And Maggie... Fine, Maggie can Halito off. Are they... No, they resist fire, so might as well not. How about I don't? Just parry. Attack, attack, attack. Attack from the shadows, defend, defend. Yeah. That's what a breath attack does to you. It hits the entire party. And then it damages the entire party, the tiniest of bits. A blade trap, disarm the trap. V failed to disarm the trap. How about you try again? Nicely done. Okay, we're in this room now. Huh. And that's about it. 7 coyotes and 3 giant rodents. Okay, exploring this room is annoying. Are these Skaven? We have also been surprised by the coyotes. They attack and then they flee. Of course they do. Where rats? Let's inspect them. Focus on doing that. I don't think we need to fight particularly hard. Oh boy, 5 points of damage. We are still doing fine. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows, inspect. The coyotes. 8 damage on Fui. Rough. Attack from the shadows, inspect, inspect. Actually, I take it back. Attack, 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 attack from the shadows. Heal V, I guess? Is this... Hold on, is this something we need? Should I heal my fighters instead? The frontliners? Yeah, I guess they could use some help. Fine, in that case, I am going to cast DL on Fui. I have 3 casts from the Tearfall spell slot. Might as well make them count. You inspect the rodent. Eight hit points healed. Yeah, these guys are gonna need a decent bit of health. I don't want them to rest at the end though. Ish. The dragonflies are going to be a bit of a problem. They're decent to drain. It's tough trying to dodge the breath attacks. I'm not sure I want to go down this path. Seems dangerous. Well, in that case, do I explore here? This bit? I could hypothetically go over there. Yeah, I guess I will. And let's deploy more healing, I guess. The healing spell on V, so she doesn't drop dead because of a pit trap or something similar. Maggie is healed to full. No more cast of Teal Fall, unfortunately enough. Teal 3 is available. So there's Bama 2, there's the identification spell. There's this spell. I will not be able to dispel poison though, because I've used up all the healing spells. So that might have been a questionable decision. There are all these spells. The silence spell, the sleep spell. This identifies chests. There's also the basic Matu spell. I could use that. Let's explore the tiniest bit more. People have a decent bit of health. They're not quite dead yet. I presumably shouldn't wait until they are. They're not at death's door, but does that mean that I have plenty of room to make mistakes? I don't think that's the way I want things to go. We are here now. An encounter with 7 level 3 ninjas. This could help us a level up. I guess we surprise them, so we get a couple of free attacks in. We need to learn more about the ninjas. As far as I understand, they have an attack that can just decapitate someone in your party, so that's dangerous. A miss, a hit, but doesn't kill it. Okay, a hit. Him, I guess. That's a dead ninja. 6 remain. Attack, attack, attack. Attack from the shadows. Cast the Matu spell, just for us to be safe. And Maggie, you cast Mahalito. Fight! Will they all burn? Yes, they will. Yeah, that's a lot of AoE. It's kind of how AoE works. Do we get a chest? No, we don't. We just get some gold. An encounter with 6 Wilburs. They hit reasonably hard from what I understand, but we should be able to best them. Yeah, they also regen. Keep that in mind. Inspect them, inspect them. I guess we've surprised them, yes, so we don't get to cast spells. You can't just slaughter your enemies as you surprise them with a single AoE spell and have the fight be over. Attack, attack, attack. Attack from the shadows. In a surprise turn, you get to hide. And then you get to attack on the normal turn. Do I bother casting spells? No, 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 no. Let's try to inspect them. I could hypothetically try to fry them with Maggie. Might that be the worst? No, I only have a single additional cast. Can I sleep them? They should not be immune to sleep. They're bells. Catino them. Bubble fleas. If I sleep them, they won't be able to flee. Ineffective. Are they immune to sleep? Well, they're not immune to death, I'll tell you that much. Do we get a chest? We get a chest! Inspect it. A crossbow bolt. Disarm it. So it's a bit of gold. Also, V has leveled up. All the way to 7, a level 7 samurai. Fancy that. We're getting places. A group of friendly dragonflies. Hello! Leave in peace. We don't need the damage dealing to hit us. Oh, like a truck. Okay. We go to the next room and we do not get ambushed. Fascinating. We reveal a secret doll and reveal another one here. Do not get attacked yet again. 5 ogres. I would like more people to level up, please. Especially the healer. If the healer levels up, he gets his spell slots back. You hide in the shadows. We've surprised the monsters. That's brilliant. So we just get to observe them, etc. V gets to hide. One hit. Observe new details about the ogres. What have we learned? This is what we learned. Attack, attack, attack. Attack from the shadows. Inspect them, and Maggie, you also inspect them. We don't need to worry about them. They don't seem that tough. The ogre flees, of course. This is what happens. The ogres aren't particularly mighty. Okay, it hit for 11 points of damage, never mind. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows. I don't have any healing left, do I? Huh. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Cast the Matu spell to buff us. And Maggie, you can Halita one of the ogres. Down go the ogres. Timmy has been gruesomely injured, but he's gonna do fine. Inspect the chest. No trap! Disarm it. Hold on, we can't disarm anything. What are we talking? No, there's no trap. Just open it. Disarm a trap that isn't there. Yeesh. I guess you could guess. We do not get ambushed. Fascinating. And where are we? Maggie! Actually, no, hold on. Fui! Please cast Doom Epic. Where am I? Here. Okay. I guess. Ha ha ha, I have not mapped out the rooms fully. Gotta hug every single wall. Fair enough. We open this. Ah, 6 level 3 priests. That's gonna be a decent bit of AoE. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows. You silence them, so Montino on them. And you, how about you just Mahalito them to death? Montino was mostly ineffective, I guess. They flee. I don't think I need to fry them, I guess. I expected AoE. Well, they did not. Unleashed AoE on them. Still letting them unleash AoE on me. That's what they get. Only a single person has leveled up. Such a travesty. And we got all the way back here. Okay. We've explored the right side of history. Haven't checked this wall, I guess. Nor that one. Not that we desperately need to. Well, we haven't mapped it out over here, at least. But yes, you go through here, over there, and then you can hypothetically keep going in this little zigzag indefinitely. What about this? Well, we haven't inspected this. Also, you actually can't go through here. I think I've checked this thoroughly enough. Okay, so a further question is, where do we go from here? I would say, since we start out here, and we've explored over there, it's either through here, through there, or through there. I would say onwards and to the left. This is the exit. Onwards. And the mosaic says, turn around. Single step forward. Reveal this. Yeah, so you can hypothetically go into that room, should you can. An encounter with 6 giant toads. Did I even want to go into this room? I don't think I did. But I did go into this room, and that's the important part. Haven't surprised the monsters either. What do we know about giant toads? Not much. HP range 45. That can be quite a lot. 3 attacks. Yeah, I presumably ought to take this seriously. So Matu the entire team and try to cast something. Like Dilto them. Hides in the shadows. We receive a bonus. They get debuffed. Oh, they flee. Never mind. Never mind. What am I even talking about? 2 of them get slain. We're busy slaughtering the menagerie. No trap. Open the chest. Yes, I guess we can go here and keep on exploring, but is that the way to go? I would argue not. Presumably we can just go north indefinitely. The interesting question is whether we can go through here or whether we fall down a pit immediately. Well, let's take a bold step forward. The floor mosaic says, turn around. You know, I appreciate the warning. Here are my options. I can go north, or I can go onwards. Presumably, if I go onwards, I fall down a pit. Let's go through here. 2, 3, fall. Okay. An encounter with 4 level 1 ninjas and 7 level 3 ninjas. Another encounter I should take seriously. Will we be able to... We've surprised the monsters. Glorious. Will we be able to... level up on this? Because I presume, quite naturally and I think safely, that we should be able to prevail. Failed to learn anything. How unfortunate. Attack the backliners. Attack the backliners from the shadows. Cast the blessing spell. Dilto the backline ninjas. They've received a debuff. So they're gonna be so much easier to hit. We receive a buff. We're not gonna get hit. 2 attacks? Ha! Not happening, guys. You're not gonna hit us. I hope so, at least. Okay. Let's attack the frontline ninjas. The higher level guys. And let's have the healer. He can't body else. What can he do? Is the true nature of monsters encountered. Fine. Latuma pick. And the wizard Maggie can cast Halito. Fright him. Down you go. We've learned everything there's to learn about level 3 ninjas. Apparently they're resistant to sleep. They can poison and they can outright kill your guys. As I have stated before. Now, cast the... Actually, no. Holds the paralyzed. Might as well stick with this. Fine. In which case, inspect the backline level 1 ninjas. Maggie, you go ahead and Halito, the frontline ninjas. The ninjas that have the kill ability. The decapitation thing. There we go, level 3 ninja goes down. Now they're the backliners. Let's slay them if at all possible. Inspect the frontline ninjas. Fight. V hides in the shadows. We failed to learn anything new about level 1 ninjas. The final level 3 ninja has been slain. Nicely done, decent bit of damage. Attack, 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 attack from the shadows, defend, defend. Actually, no, hold on. Attack, 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 attack from the shadows. Inspect, inspect. 2 remaining. 2 points of damage, not much. I'm not particularly impressed. 1 ninja remains. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows, inspect, inspect. Glorious, do we get a chest? We do. No trap. Open the chest. And we got level ups as well. Oh, look at this. 4 level ups. Now that seems like a good reason to head on back and level up. Actually, first of all, let's cast Duma Pig. Where are we? We're right here. And how do I head back to the stars? Presumably through here. Yes, turn around. Through there and over there. So, you can go down this route, and then presumably you can keep on going up almost indefinitely until you hit this spot. Unless there's a one-way door over there. But that's something I'll inspect next time. I'm curious to find out what there is to find out. For all I know, there's an interesting corridor over there. And for all I know, if you go left here or there, you fall down a pit and probably die. I don't know, will you descend... Yeah, I don't know where you descend, level fall. No clue. I would love to go on up, and through here, and through there. We have filled out the information over here with the spell. So there's that. Soon enough we'll have this pit figured out, and that pit figured out. But of course, not the other half of the map. Aside from this little bit, in the center. There's gotta be an alternative way of reaching level 4, it's presumably somewhere over there. But we shall see. The floor mosaic says turn right. And what do you mean by right exactly? Turn around. No. Wait a minute. Hey, well, thankfully I have enough casts of Doomapig to figure out where I am, but the idea... Oh. So they surprise me and then they run away. Brilliant. Except for this guy. Well, your funeral, buddy. Attack, 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 hide in the shadows, defend, defend. Maybe we should have inspected him. But whatever. The single ogre decided to stay behind. It's a single ogre that has perished. Fui. Cast. Doomapig, where am I? How the hell did I get here? Well, I got teleported, that's how. I'm here? I must have gone north. Must have gotten lost. Okay, over here and down, please. So, to the right and then down. Turn around. No. Heading up? What? V, where am I? That's even worse than... That's even worse than before! Well, I was right about one thing. I will figure out what's on this side of the map. But that's not where I want to go. Maybe I need to listen to the mosaic. If it tells me to turn right, I need to turn right no matter what the hell I'm doing. If I go here, I'm gonna fall into a pit and die. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna turn around, go over here and try to turn right, right? It says turn right. Right. It says turn around. It says turn right. Okay. Ah, fuck! I don't have that many pit traps in me. Okay. Well, let's cast Doomapig and figure out where the pit trap is. Ah-ha-ha! Okay, okay. Gotta keep this in mind, okay? Keep this in mind. 519 is the pit trap. Why did I get it into my head that the damn thing would lead me to anything but my untimely demise? Well, because last time I followed instructions, I actually got to the exit. Well, okay. We turn around, go through here, then go there. But it's all the same. Turn right. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Except right means right. Yeah, right. And now it says turn around. No! Turn around. No! I've told you already, no. Oh, thank goodness, this is the way back. Whew. Okay. Okay. We've made it. Well, we haven't made it. We're on level 2. But we will make it. We're gonna be fine. Even if my frontliners get attacked, we're still gonna be fine. My backliners have some health in them. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows. Cast whatever you can cast. The Matu spell. And you. Halito them. Die! Okay, one cloud left. And it ran away. Thank goodness. Do we get a chest? We don't get a chest. Let's head on back. Come on. Stupid pit traps. At least I know what a pit trap is. I know what a pit trap is. 519. Up the steps. Okay. Into the inn. Okay. First of all, we level up V. 1 hit point. Pathetic. 3 new attribute points to distribute. 2 arcane spell points. 1 for tier 1, 1 for tier 2, and the Dilto spell. Curious. Let's invest in vitality. I do want V to get even more health. Fui. 2 attribute points, 1 hit point. Puny, Dilto, and Mogref. Okay. More vitality. Rest. You also rest, and Timmy, you rest at the end. How are we doing on Vim? We're in the 90s, we're fine. V is particularly fine on Vim, so having her rest is not going to be an issue. Let's level her up first. A single additional hit point, not particularly impressive. And 3 attribute points. So if I want her to have more health, I can focus on vitality. Damage dealing is nice, of course, but... what? But health is more important? On a backliner? Now, let's bring her strength up to 12 so she can actually participate properly in a fight. Make it a mage! 9 additional hit points. That's incredible, and I'm so glad I've decided to create a mage and invest in vitality at the start of all things. 1 new attribute point, fair enough. She's maxed out vitality and intellect. At this point, might as well, what, give her some piety? Maybe luck? Yeah, let's give her some luck. She has also received 5 new spell points. 1 for tier 1, 1 for tier 2, 1 for tier 3, and 2 for tier 4. 2 spell points for tier 4 and has learned the Lahalito spell and the Morless spell. Lahalito as opposed to Mahalito? What is Lahalito? Halito is fire, isn't it? What do you know? Well, what do you know? Lahalito, torch! No way. Mahalito deals 4d6. Lahalito deals 66! This is incredible! Lahalito erupts an even larger fiery explosion amid a group of monsters, causing 66 fire damage or less if the monster makes a successful saving throw. Okay, so tier 4 damage dealing spell. Tier 4 AoE. And then there's Morlis. Plus 3 AC penalty to monster group for encounter. Morlis strikes fear into the hearts of a group of monsters, lowering their ability to defend themselves as they cower in fear. That's a powerful debuff, better than Dilto. Except Dilto is much cheaper, that's plus 2, and you can stack these, of course. You can't stack the same thing, but you can stack separate things, so I can Dilto and then Morlis them for a whopping total of plus 5. Yes, but for the most part, I think I'll be pleased enough with the fact that I just got more damage due to incapacity. So I'm just going to unleash Lajalito on powerful foes if I encounter them. For the most part, the biggest threat to the existence of my entire party have been those stupid, annoying pit traps that I can't exactly mark on the map. It would be nice to be able to, though. I'll have V rest. And what about healing my heal phase? How are you doing? How close are you to leveling up? Not close at all. Well, in that case, even though you're at 95% Vim, you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna rest you. Maggie the mage over here is in the most dire need of healing. So do I just waste tier 1's spell slots on healing Maggie? Because I could. Yeah, I presumably will. I can heal her up without wasting her Vim. Have we found anything? I don't think we did, but might as well have a check. Can I buy anything of note? Probably not. Well, I guess I could, if I really wanted to. But for the most part, this stuff is just not worth it. There's the silly book of Badios, if you want the backliners to really have something to do. I could give it to V, I guess. There's a chance it goes away, but it's better than nothing. There's a shield +1. Is it better than a large shield? A large shield is -3. Shield +1 is -4. So yes, it is an improvement. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. Oh look, couple gloves for an additional bonus to armor class. I think eventually I should equip all of my people with shields. Yes, and with plate armor +1, I guess. Can't see what bonus that plate mail +1 grants, but it's better than a regular plate mail by 1, understandably enough. So I think the way to go is to just give them better shields. Of course, what worries me is that someone is gonna die and then I will desperately have to look for gold necessary to resurrect that person. But then again, protecting myself from such a circumstance is a significantly better idea, I would say. So, let's purchase... I also have a single healing potion. It's not like I'm ever gonna use it, am I? Might as well purchase the single shield for Fui. And bada bang bada boom! Here we have AC 0 on everyone. How marvelous. I could sell some of my goods, like this large shield for 20 gold. Yeesh. This grants -6 AC. Yeah, I'm pleased with the fact that they're on 0. Of course, the backliners are gonna have a much rougher time, but then again, that's why the frontliners exist, to protect them from harm. I can sell the spell shield. It's not worth lugging around. Oh, and annoyingly enough, let's head back into the maze. All the way down to level 3, casting all the buffs, revealing everything there is to be revealed, and exploring things without falling down the single pit I've identified. Let's focus on that. Of course, first and foremost, I am going to heal my mage. Last thing I need is for my mage to just perish, but thankfully, I have been smart enough. +5. +5 again. Final Dios. Penultimate Dios, fine. I'm Diosing her to maximum no matter what. Actually, since we're already in here, might as well Cast Maporphic. We always want to have Mapolfic active. Soon enough I'll activate Lomilwa, but only once we get to level 3. There's nothing to reveal here, at least as far as I can tell. Oh, 3 orcs. Tack, tack, tack. They're gonna run away, aren't they? 1 killed, 2nd killed, 3rd killed! We slaughtered them before they got the chance to run away. XP and gold acquired. What was I even saying? That I don't think it's necessarily worth it to try and reveal things over here? Yes. So I will not. I will only cast the spell once we're down at level 3. For all I know, there's something on level 2 I haven't yet seen that I can see. So not the thing behind the frog doll. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, this could be rough. Turn undead! And then inspect. Fight! Turn undead. We know all there is to know about zombies. When we've eliminated them before they paralyzed anyone. Even if they did, I had a spell that dealt with it. Though it would have been annoying, it would have been an unnecessary expenditure of spell points. Which is something I want to avoid. Okay, we're over here. So I'll cast the revealing spell. I'll avoid this spot. I know there's a pit trap over there. I don't know about other places, but that's where a pit trap is. I know this is safe. So I can go over here. If there's a door over here, I can explore these rooms. I'll try to explore this bit as much as I can, maybe that bit. We shall see what I can find. Did I have anything remotely enlightening to state? Anything at all? I don't think so. I hope what I'm doing makes a smidgen of sense. What does the mosaic say? Turn around. No. I will not. Yeah, let's reveal these to mark what I've already passed. Turn around. No. I don't think I will. And, well, here we go. Hold on, is there a pit there? I don't think there is. Or is... No. No, the pit is over here. This spot is over there. Unless there is also a pit over there, which is possible. Either way, I wanted to visit this room anyway. So my Volpole... But okay. That's horrifying. Oh, and with the global buff, they're at -2, by the way. And I presumably should buff them anyway for this encounter. Do I buff them with... I mean, what can I buff them with? I could Matu them. I could also... What else? Bamatu for -4. Yeah, let's Bamatu them. I expend a tier 3 spell slot. Do I seriously want to be greedy here? No, let's Bamatu them. I have 3 of these casts. Bamatuing them. And Maggie the Mage. Actually, she can just... Mahalito or Lahalito? Let's try to Catino them. I don't know if they can be slept, but... Actually, let's Dilto them. It's difficult to avoid. Oh. Okay, we have been buffed. They run away? Some of them attack. They have been debuffed. Good. Hit them. You know, I've overestimated the level of threat we're dealing with. If you commit to a buff, enemies are gonna run away. That's the impression I'm getting. I could be horribly, gruesomely wrong, but it would stand to reason. If you commit so many resources, they figure, you know what, fine, you can have it. There's no chance I'll be able to hit you, so you might as well do whatever the hell you want to do. Do we get ambushed? We do. 5 level 3 samurai. Do we ambush them? Do they ambush us? Ni? You surprise the monsters. Attack, attack, attack. Hide. Inspect, inspect. Fight! 1 slaughtered. We failed to learn anything new about them. But there's only 4 of them left. Attack, attack, attack! Attack from the shadows. Inspect, inspect. No buffs will be cast. Oh boy! He tried to do something to us, I'm not sure what that was. Maybe he tried to silence us. Halito! Oh no, Timmy got Halito'd. Fui got Halito'd the times of it. Attack, 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 hide, inspect, inspect. He's Halitoing. And the spell hit. It's difficult for a spell not to hit. Yeah, if they try to attack in melee, they're probably gonna fail. Attack, 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 attack from the shadows. Cast Dios on V. And you, Maggie, just Halito them back. Only the frontliners have taken damage, which is great. And all the level 3 samurai have been slaughtered. Maybe I should have cast a spell to identify them, learn all this to learn about them, I don't know. Inspect the chest. Crossbow bolt. Disarm the chest. We get gold and a shield. Nice. Well, here, I guess. Fine, we're going on a journey over on this side. Let's hope I don't get lost. We open this up, and on the other side is another wall. And over here we reveal another secret passage. Do we surprise the monsters? No, we don't. Attack, attack, attack. It's a bit formulaic, isn't it? We know pretty much all there is to know about them. They have an extra action, a breath attack, which is annoying. Cast a Badio spell on them, and they're immune to fire, so Halito isn't gonna do much to them. Do we dilt out the dragonflies? No, we don't. Just defend. Okay, 2 left. Of course, they breathe fire, which is annoying as hell. Attack, attack, attack. Attack from the shadows. Defend, defend. It gets slain, but not before it has dealt damage to us with the breath attack. That's why they're annoying. You could try to run away from them, but that's probably not gonna end well. Blade trap. Disarm it. Alright. Let's heal these people. So we Dios V. We Dios Maggie to full. And we're out of heals from level 1 at the very least. We encounter 2 dragonflies. Please oh, well. Of these they can't use a breath attack out of the blue. Slaughtered. Come on, slay it! There we go. Down it goes. Down it goes. If there's 2, I guess I can take them on. Do we get a chest? We presumably get a chest. My goodness, are we getting a lot of stuff and gold and such. Aha! This is where it all ends, you see? Because we went on a journey through here, through here, and this is the end. I think. No, wait, this is... BV, cast me a Duma pick, will ya? Okay, yeah, I was about to say, this would leave a little bit of a nook. But that just means that we end up over here. Well, there's no secret passage to that spot, so for all I know, we might be able to around the corner and go over there. Maybe there's nothing there. Maybe that's just a wall. Who knows? But it breaks the pattern. It's not perfectly symmetrical, so that helps a bit. We haven't visited this yet. We may at some point in the future, hypothetically. I would kinda want to go over here. Although, let's not go too far, because otherwise we're gonna fall down a pit. Will this step drop us into a pit? No! Read the mosaic. Turn right. The mosaic leads you down into a pit. Well, at least this bit of the mosaic. The mosaic doesn't know which way you'll turn. Turn around. No mosaic, I don't think so. We're here, by the way. Yes. So, if we turn... We're heading down. We could go either down or left to discover new things. This is left. This is the other way around. Yeah. We've seen this bit, obviously. That's the bit right. That's how we can return. If we want to see new stuff, well, we could progress, or we could go here. No ambush. 3 rotting corpses! Turn on dead. Have we surprised them? Attack, attack, attack! Turn on dead. Inspect. Misses. Killed. Slaughtered. Dead. Not much of a challenge. We do not get ambushed. I know that there's a hidden passage here. Very recognizable patterns, aren't they? Just adorable. We do not get ambushed. 4 rotting corpses. Okay, so I guess one column is a menagerie, one column is the undead, one column is something else. Possibly. That's the impression I'm getting. Dispel. Inspect. Kill the rotting corpse. Details. Turn on dead. Down they go. Base AC 6. Pitiful. The dragonflies are probably the biggest threat to us right now. Because they have the breath attack, you see. Breath attacks are nasty. Granted, you know what else is nasty? The ninjas with the beheading attack. They can just kill our party member if they roll the dice properly. Whereas the dragonflies just have the inevitability on their side. They use the breath attack, they're probably gonna deal damage to you. Just a flat amount of damage to every single person in the party. Which is gonna wear you down. Oh, hello there! What do we have here? Gee, what do you know? Okay, so we've gone from the, and we can go left or we can go down. We presumably got flipped around almost inevitably. Of course we did. 5 level 3 priests. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows. Silence them. And... are we going back anytime soon? Because I haven't really... expended my spell slots. Mahalito them. Just fry them. Some of them were silence, slot, okay. Okay, as far as I can tell, they are not that much of a challenge. However, that room over there, you don't go south, you go west, I think. But I presume, whichever way you go, it's gonna whip you around. It's just gonna teleport you. So, V. Cast me a Doom Epic, where am I? Over there, and that's a one-way door. Okay. No, there's... huh? No, that's my true location. So, this is reliable. Okay, I've gone through there and that got disgorged over here. Okay, I guess. Well, let's try to head north and see where that takes me. Whoa! A group of friendly level 3 leave them in peace. We found the stairs to level 4! Yes, we did. We sure did. In case we ever wanna, you know, descend, this is where the stairs are. 4 ogres and 6 vocal bunnies. I guess this would be the time to cast buffs. Both might just flee. Attack bunnies, attack bunnies, attack bunnies. Hide in the shadows. Priest, cast the Matu spell. Might as well. Maggie, can you fry the bunnies, I guess? Mahalita on the bunnies. Fight! Fails to hide. Bunny has been hit. They miss, of course they do. Bunny flees, of course it does. Yeah, bunnies are mostly dead, all they flee. Slaughtered. Attack, attack, attack. Try to hide, inspect, inspect, fight. We're not learning new facts about ogres, unfortunately. Not that we desperately need to. I try to cast these buffs, I get the impression that we're in danger, and I keep being wrong. Exploding box. Disarm it. Fail to disarm. Try again. Thank you. And we get attacked by 2 dragonflies. Let's hope we can slaughter them before they actually breathe fire. Kills the dragonfly, come on. And it gets killed before it gets to attack. Or did it flee? I don't know. I don't care. Give me experience, gold. I want someone to level up. Although that's gonna be rough considering how much experience they already have. Yeah, these guys know what they're doing. Okay. Okay, I found... Where am I? I have no clue where I am. Okay. Fui. Cast Duma Pick. Where am I? I'm right here. Oh yeah? Well, these places basically all look the same to me. I know that there's a pit trap right here that you can walk into if you're not careful enough, I guess. Is there a wall all along this side? There might be. Or they might not be, I don't know. Well, there's at least a bit of a wall here. Yes, this section is the interesting bit, I guess. We don't know what's here. We can take risks to a certain extent right now. So I would say we go forward. I gotta remember, we're at fall 3. Fall 3. So we could go here, then there, then explore this bit. If there's anything to explore there. Then we can go to the left. This I'll explore at some other point in time. There's probably nothing of note there. Probably absolutely nothing. We've gone through these rooms, they all look the same to me. I could go there, but navigating there would be bigger problem, a bigger hassle than any benefit I could derive from it. Also, there might be more pit traps. So yes, every single time I don't go through rooms, but go down a corridor, that's a potential problem. But I still say we go over here. Remember, fall 3, go here and there. So forward and then return. Turn around. No. Turn right. To what? Go over there? And right probably means right, as in this direction. Whatever. Okay. There's nothing here. Ninjas. Friendly ninjas. Of course they are. We go along the wall over here. Whoa! 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 Hey! V narrow. Wow, what the hell? V falls down a pit, takes 9 damage. Timmy narrowly avoids falling into the pit. Fui falls and takes 12 points of damage. V narrowly avoids. Hirima Killface narrowly avoids. Maggie narrowly avoids. Only 2 people fell down a pit. V and Fui. Come on, guys, pay attention. Also, where are the pits? Well... First of all, there's one on 519. That's not where we are, right? Surely we're not at the 519 pit. If anything, we're on the 515 pit, right? Or is it a 511? V? Do my pick me. Where are we? Yeah, there's a 511 pit. Listen, if you go north, I don't know whether there's a pit over here on 515, but I wouldn't want to check. Also, there's a pit on 519. Let's not go there. We're turning left. I'm so glad some of them have managed to avoid falling down. Pit! Okay, so 011 is a pit. Right? Yeah, how can we go for... Well, where is this? Does this loop around? I think it loops around. There's a wall over here. Yeah, the wall over here is probably a wall of the other... Yeah, the other side of this. Of course it is. So there's no wall over here that just separates things. These things just loop around indefinitely. And if you keep blindly meandering... You're gonna fall down pits and die. Healy McHeelface. Cure Maggie of her pit downfalling ailment. I think they're gonna be fine. So... We're on this side, aren't we? Basically. Is there anything over here on this side? Probably not. Listen, as far as I can tell, this is a gargantuan waste of time, and if we continue down this path, all we are going to accomplish is we're gonna fall down numerous pits. That's all we're gonna do. But I'm willing to experiment. Where am I? There's a pit at 07. Listen, as far as I can tell, unless you just go over here, in which case you may be fine, you're setting yourself up for failure by going on any of these intersections on the left side. The right side, I think, is fine. The left side, death trap. Or maybe every single spot is dangerous. I don't know. I get the impression that not all things are equal here. But uncovering every single bit of this map seems suicidal. I think it would be significantly safer to just go down to level 4, except of course I've sustained so much damage that is no longer viable. Is there a pit on 5-7? I don't know. But I should head right and go over here if possible. Hold on. No, there's a pit on 5-11. If I try that, I'm gonna fall. So the only way to reach this, oh dear, is to turn around and go inside. And then keep zigzagging until I reach this room. Okay. So we're going right and then into a door. Well, first of all, let's heal people. I'm out of heals. Should I go back? Oh, this is gonna take forever. Yes, and people might just... I have cleared these places out of monsters, haven't I? So I shouldn't get attacked, in principle. There could be some random wandering monsters, but I shouldn't just get attacked by stuff waiting for me, because, in principle, if it was waiting for me, it already got slaughtered. But yes, you go through the rooms. You do not go down corridors. You use the hidden passages to traverse. Ah, they're gonna fry me. Attack, attack, attack. Hide in the shadows. Cast what? Montino, silence them. Last thing I need is for them to actually set me ablaze. Let's Kalito them in turn. Timmy gets burned. Maggie gets burned. Some of the samurai flee. Some try to attack in melee. Attack, attack, attack. Attack from the shadows. Cast Montino again. Cast Kalito. And some of the samurai flee. Do we get a chest? A chest would be nice. A chest would be much appreciated. But no, we don't. This is where we find the dolls. We go down this one, and as you can see, we end up in a different place. We go through here. Will we get the frog statue? That would be brilliant. Where am I? We can loop as many times as we want, right? It's not gonna do anything of use. We go through here, we go through there, and we get disgorged here because that's what happens. Well then. There's no pit trap on 5-7 from what I recall. Although, what do I know? But if that's the case, then the easiest way back is going to be through here. Do I know that there's no pit trap on 10-7? I don't. Well, I know there's one on 5-11. So I think we're going down this path through here and back. Yep. Just all the way to the right. And the moment we end the second turn left. Please don't fall down a pit and die. Turn right. Yeah, I guess. Turn left. I can't. If you listen to this advice, you're just gonna get permanently stuck. Turn left. Three rotting corpses. We can take that on. Oh. Thankfully, I can turn undead, investigate them. They're not that big of a threat. My curiosity got the better of me. There is a tiny, insignificant possibility that we have missed out on something. That I failed to map out this area in its entirety. And that therefore, there's something of note in one of the rooms we haven't checked sufficiently thoroughly. However, as far as I can tell, all of these rooms are basically the same, and the only interesting parts are the ones we have already uncovered. And the only purpose all of this, well, any of this serves, is first of all, so you navigate your way through this, use your spell to find the hidden passages, or notice the pattern, for that matter. And so you find the stairs down to level 4. The monsters of level 3 are no longer much of a threat to us. So as far as I can tell, what we really ought to do is just heal on up, steady ourselves, And instead of wasting time, just proceed to level 4. And, as a matter of fact, considering the fact that this is as far as the elevator will take us, I think we might want to try to take the elevator down there first. Although, considering the fact that now I know exactly how to navigate my way to my destination, I could just take the short route over there, avoid any pit traps, and just descend via the stairs manually. It's not a particularly long trip. And once we do that, whatever awaits us there, and we shall discover it. For now, let's briefly inspect these characters to figure out whether anyone is nearing a level up. Apparently Timmy is. Possibly Healing McHeelface is on his way to level 9 alongside Timmy. That's about it. All of the Vim is above 90%. I like that in an adventurer. They're doing just fine. However, I am going to rest them, because that's the quickest, cheapest way to recover hit points known to man or elf. They are all fully healed. All the spell slots have been restored. We have also gathered a lot of gold, so if anyone dies, we can just bring that person back to life, even at a really high level. I could also try to restore a mage from the ashes, but at this point, you know what? I think I'll take level 7 Maggie over here with 40 hit points over a level 6 mage with, I don't know, 20 or 21. Think I'm rolling with this. Think my party is gonna do well. Soon enough, I'm going to have 3 people at level 9, and that's mostly because the other people on the front lines are samurai, so they had some catching up to do, and the final person is a mage who's a replacement, an impromptu replacement, so she's lagging behind the tiniest bit. But level ups are incoming. Of course, I shouldn't get attached to these people. I know, but soon enough, next time around, we're going to descend to level 4. And what awaits us, I do not know. I can't shake the feeling that I'm missing out on something. I can't shake the feeling that there's a frog statue out there that I've missed, possibly on level 1. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me, Swen.